Coming up, hazing allegations made about the BGSU Falcon hockey team. What the police investigation is revealing ahead.
And as you drive around this fall, Ohio drivers need to be cautious why this season is especially dangerous coming up.
And we're following the case against a man charged in the death of a local woman and her unborn child.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
We begin with an update on an investigation into allegations of hazing within the BGSU hockey team. Welcome to BG Today. I'm Steve Iwanek.
And I'm Kerrigan Stark. Bowling Green released a 19-page report to Falcon Media detailing statements made by players during the investigation. Investigators discussed allegations made about events within the past few years of the program.
Yeah, and the report details events alleged by former Falcon hockey player Austin Swankler, who announced his intentions to leave the team for the transfer portal on September 18th. BG Police talked to several teammates about their experiences. And now, because the report is 19 pages long, we've decided to do a rundown of a few of the allegations that have been most widely talked about previously as rumors in the community. On 4th Street, just off of South College Drive, a set of 4 houses, all the locations of alleged hazing actions involving BGSU hockey players during what was coined Rookie Week, or Rookie Day, by the players. Austin Swankler went to the university with the claims on September 18th of these hazing allegations and then entered the transfer portal, meaning he became eligible to play for other university teams. This report started the investigation with local authorities. Swankler's statement in BGPD's report called the team culture, quote, toxic and terrible, but his former teammates, interviewed by police, said different. Nick O'Hannison's statement in the same report claimed his teammates have been, quote, welcoming since day one, and in regards to hazing, has not experienced anything of the sort. Swankler's statement alleged multiple activities involving the players, including freshmen. Swankler's interview said that the team played drinking games with beer, which typically resulted in the freshmen vomiting, and with that, players had to be, quote, put to bed due to their level of intoxication. However, one of the freshmen, Brandon Santawana, in his statement to police said different about his experience, saying, quote, he vomited, but believed he vomited from the volume of liquid in his stomach more than due to being intoxicated. Statements by Swankler and his former teammates discuss similar events, but contradict the forced nature of these events. Swankler said in his police statement he, quote, does not want to be a snitch, but noted he wanted to do the right thing by disclosing what occurred. Others, like Swankler's longtime teammate Jaden Grant, told police, quote, he believed the report was made by an individual out of anger, and he wanted to retaliate against the team. After BGPD also reviewed staff and player statements acquired by independent investigators hired on behalf of the university, they determined that no hazing charges should be filed. Now, although the police came back with no criminal charges, BGSU is still processing this case through student code of conduct hearings. Some of the other alleged activities that talked about in that report include events that were using items such as cucumbers, lipstick, and slip and slide. To read about those allegations and more, BGPD's full 19-page report can be read at bgfalconmedia.com.
A BG man has pleaded guilty to the deaths of Alicia Rosa and her unborn child. Jimmy David Cole will be sentenced for 2 counts of murder, 2 counts of felonious assault, and 1 count of attempted murder. Rosa was found dead in her apartment in March of last year, and authorities say she was found with multiple stab wounds. Cole is being held at the Wood County Justice Center and is waiting for his sentencing.
It's that time of year where everyone is getting sick, and BG24's Andrew Kitch has the details on how you can keep yourself safe.
The task of washing your hands with soap and water could prevent you from getting sick during this upcoming flu season.
A lot of times the way we get illness is by touching a surface that somebody else who was sick has touched, and then we don't realize those germs are on our hands.
Something Dr. Sarah Magoon at Mommy Pediatrics fears she may see more of this year. Take a look at this map from the CDC last year. As the temperatures go down, flu cases go up. She says this year's flu season may even be worse as pandemic precautions are relaxed.
But I think a lot of those precautions have been lifted and people aren't being as cautious anymore. And so that is one reason that it might be worse this year.
While this season could be worse than before, Magoon says there's a simple way to protect yourself.
Number one is get a flu shot or the flu mist, a shot or the mist, but get vaccinated against flu for sure.
Magoon assured that getting a vaccine is so easy, she got hers in a matter of seconds. However, she said if you do happen to get sick, stay home. In Maumee, reporting for BG24, I'm Andrew Kish.
Ever since fall started, I've been seeing deer all over the sides of the roads. The Ohio Department of Transportation says this time of year is known to have an increase of deer-related crashes. The Ohio State Highway Patrol has reported over 100,000 deer-related crashes since 2018. The Division of Wildlife says deer become especially active from October to December because of their fall breeding season. If you hit a deer, AAA says to call the police, turn on your hazards, and get in touch with your insurance agent.
All right, Aaron, we need some good news finally to start this newscast. And I know that one of the good pieces of news, it has been extremely warm outside. What kind of weather? Are we going to see this sort of warm trend continue to go on?
We're going to be seeing this warm trend for a little bit, Steve, but it's true in life as it is in weather. What must come up must eventually come down, and I believe we're going to be seeing that as we move closer to Thanksgiving. But this past week has been absolutely fantastic. We even had a hot air balloon up over Bowling Green before the game against Toledo the other day. So it's been absolutely fantastic out. Way warmer than normal, which has been fantastic. And we're going to see that continue for the rest of today, although it is going to be fairly breezy. It's going to be in the mid-60s today, but we are going to be seeing some of those higher winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour, as we will as well tomorrow, as we see a system start to move in. We've got a large low pressure system moving into the area. It's going to bring quite a bit of rain, and it's going to bring some cooler temperatures and still some stronger winds. But I really want to focus on closer to the end of next week. As we look ahead into the week, we're going to be seeing those temperatures start to dip down into the mid-40s. And we're going to be seeing on Wednesday, we do have a chance of some snow, which will be on the backside of the low pressure system. From what we'll be seeing on Tuesday, we'll be seeing rain and potentially snow. But I will be talking about that on my social media all week long at Aaron May BG24. So you'll be able to keep up with it there, Steve. So make sure you're weather aware as we look into some rain and a potential snow by the end of next week for your Thanksgiving traveling.
Aaron, that is not the news I wanted to hear. I have a turkey trot to run on Thanksgiving morning. It sounds like I'm going to have to bundle up to complete those miles. But thank you, Aaron.
A local dress shop in town will be closing its doors. Dress for a Day made a Facebook post announcing their closure by the end of December. The shop has served the BG community as a place for brides to get wedding dresses and accessories. They also offer dresses for prom attendants, bridesmaids, and other special occasions. An online auction is to come, but they are still open at this time.
All right, coming up, Bowling Green volleyball is ready to take flight into the postseason.
That's right. Coming up, we take a look at the bracket of this year's conference tournament.
Yeah, that certainly is exciting. But also coming up, a star goes missing and BGSU football's lost to their Rocket rivals. What happened in the Battle of I-75? Coming up in sports.
BG24 Sports brought to you by Falcon Media Sports Network. Hello everyone, I'm Lucas Kleinmeyer. BGSU football fell in a heartbreaker to rival Toledo on Tuesday, 32-31. A big talking point in the game was BG's Harold Fannin Jr., who after a big first half was held quiet. Falcons tied it with 5 catches for 89 yards and 2 touchdowns, all in the first half. But in the second half, Fannin was shut down, recording no catches on only 2 targets. Head coach Scott Leffler talked post-game about the struggle to get Fannin the ball in the second half.
Well, what they did is they took their number 1 corner. We had matchups on them in the second half, and then they put the best corner on Harold. And we had a miscommunication. We had a home run on a man answer, and we adjusted it like it was zone, which would have gave Harold another huge touch.
The Falcons finished out the regular season in Kalamazoo, taking on Western Michigan next Tuesday. Even though the Falcons lost Tuesday night, fans still got the chance to celebrate the return of a famous alumni. Major League Baseball legend Orel Hershiser returned to BGSU to engage with students and fans for the big rivalry. Hershiser was inducted in the BGSU's Athletic Hall of Fame in 1985 and now is part of the BGSU Baseball Alumni Advisory Group. As part of the group, Hershiser's goal is to give back and play a role in the program's future.
I think the attitude now, since we're back and we're starting to form this team and we've got a leader with our AD here, Derek, is unbelievable visionary. And coming over here on a golf cart, we were talking about looking through the windshield, not looking in the mirror. So to relive the past is really not where we're at now. We're really about moving forward. And there's so much here that's already moved forward. And so we just want to join in that wave. And as far as the baseball program.
Hershiser is expected to return to campus on January 27th for BGSU Baseball's first pitch dinner to kick off the 2024 season as a keynote speaker. The postseason is here for Mid-American Conference Volleyball, and Bowling Green is back in the conference tournament. The field of teams is set with their matchups. BG faces Ball State in the quarterfinals on Saturday at 6:30, a rematch of last year's MAC title game. If the Falcons win, they'll face Buffalo on Sunday at 6:30 as well. First place Western Michigan on the other side of the bracket faces the winner of Ohio and Toledo, who play each other at 4 on Saturday. Steve, I wish you safe travels going up to Kalamazoo with the volleyball team as I send it back over to you guys at the desk.
Thanks so much, Lucas. Looking forward to hopefully a nice fun weekend for the Falcons. Appreciate it. All right, well, thank you so much for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24 TV or find us on the web at bgfalconmedia.com.
We'll be back soon with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.